Hey guys, and welcome back again to me, Ben, playing City Skylines 2 in Fairbanks County. This episode we are going to start with a perfect view of the new on and off ramp and roundabout thing that I built here as a new connection between my incoming highway here and the highway that actually leads down to the industrial area as well as to my secondary downtown area. And in this episode, I actually have a maybe even bigger plan. I'm not yet sure about this, but I need, or the city needs, a better highway connection to over there and to this huge industrial area. So I need a connection here. So I was basically thinking very hard about how could I incorporate it here. And I need to get somewhere here or there. Like in best case scenario, I would love to get here somehow. The thing is, I don't want to destroy my residential area here because that's very much, you couldn't really call it secluded, but it looks a little bit secluded and I want it to stay that way. The same goes for that area here. So I don't want to change too much about it. But honestly, what I will have to do is maybe increase the size or widen this road here and build a new highway connection here. Not 100% sure. I do not even know how I can bring this in a nice slope way from here to over there. But yeah, without any further ado, without trying and testing, I think you can hardly get anywhere. So let me get started and let me thank you first of all for joining me again in this episode here in City Skylines 2. I thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. And thank you for watching me here playing City Skylines 2. So I'll be back for you in a few. I'll make some preparations, some landscaping here and there. And then I think we can get started laying down the new highway connection. So please stay tuned and I'll be back for you in a bit. And just by changing this not even the location, but the slope and the landscape here, ever so slightly, I actually came up with like the idea that it might be nice having a little inner city tunnel running underneath the elementary school here. So I'm going to start with that to get a better idea of what I should be doing next after I had this initial element here set up. And yeah, let me get started with building a tunnel underneath this whole thing here. So I'll be back for you in a bit, and thanks very much for staying tuned. But that's another strange thing that I recognize here right away. Like in City Skylines 1, another minor complaint here. In City Skylines 1, those tunnels would have looked way better than they do in City Skylines 2. That's so weird. Like these tunnel entrances don't make sense from my perspective at all. So I need to delete this and maybe follow a different process. I have a slight idea how I could improve this, or the outcome at least, from that highway connection, but I definitely want to have a good tunnel entrance here instead of something strange like this, whatever is coming up here, like with maybe this here would make a bit more sense. Yeah, probably it would. So yeah, I'll continue with moving this highway to over here, and yeah, then I think I'll take a few minutes to work on this, and then finally I get you like started with the time lapse here. so that you don't have to wait that long for the final results. Thanks very much. So now I'm actually at a point where I believe I will lose a couple of houses here from my residentials or residential zones, but that's, I think, almost unavoidable because I have to solve that roundabout thing here somehow in a half decent way so that I'm not like disturbing the roundabout build that I added in the previous episode too much, or changing or destroying it. So I'm trying to sneak my way in here. This would have to be extended to a 4-lane actually. So that's a challenge now. That's even worse and maybe confusing a couple of guys even. So that should be the right lane. Then I need 180 degrees off here. And then let me just set it down there. And this should be another 180 degrees and heading over there, but without creating. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, I could potentially upgrade. Well, this might change the traffic flow here significantly and not in a good way. How was I able to change that again? So I think that way it should be doable, hopefully. So I'm just using the complex curve tool in the hopes that I can pull this off somehow. A tight curve here. And then I think I'm about to make a very steep thingy here, and hopefully by the lane management tool, or at least turning off the left turns, I think it should be doable. And by that, this will hardly be in use because I'm completely underestimating the fact that maybe people want to go somewhere else instead of just sticking to the highway here. But either way, I have to give it a try now and find out whether that's working or whether it won't work. Maybe like this here and like that here. By using again the continuous curve tool. Start with 180 and add it up to here. Yeah, that's kind of doable. So now I have to think about this here as well. I'm just going to build it the other way around instead of working my way upwards to this. Let's call it beginning of the highway. So I need some connection at least there. Then upgrade this here. Right here. And this has to come. How low is that? That's going to be difficult here. $160, $170. So a bit weird, but it should work. Hopefully it does. So that connection should be fine. So now people can essentially get from here, from over there to here. But is this only suitable for 1 or 2 lane? Let me check that out immediately. Okay, so that doesn't work due to the fact that this is too close. So I'm gonna move the recycling center for now. Start moving that road tiny bit further out, just by, let's say, that much. And then bring back in the recycling center and build a potential connection from here to down there. Bring this down there and connect that part up with this here. And then I'm wondering whether I can bring or turn this into a roundabout. No, I can't actually. Can I make this a roundabout here before? No, I can't. So I cannot yet do that. I have to be a bit sneaky. Building a crossing, adding in a roundabout, deleting this road. Okay, not that way, obviously. Just this way. Then I'm deleting that and I'm connecting or trying to connect this highway stretch to this here. Nice. So that's okay-ish, I would say. That's quite okay-ish. That's something I can work with. Indeed. But still, I do not have a proper connection to my industrial area here. Now, this is better for now, for sure. Gonna delete this little roundabout here and the road as well. That was my intention. Very sorry, guys. So I'm raising that by 10. Building a little bridge. Bringing this back down. Oh, to 0. Running that underneath the highway. And then make the connection down here. Because then I could still build an on and off ramp here. And the same actually goes for this one. But I'll do that in a bit, I think. So now it's about time to test this whole thing and let it run for a few minutes to see whether there are any impacts on the traffic right away visible in this wild roundabout here. So I'll be back for you in a bit. I'll let the game run, fast forward things, and then let's see whether we need to fix something or whether we don't. This game, honestly, when it starts raining, the performance drops significantly, and then suddenly, and it's not even a frame rate thing, because I'm constantly recording at more or less the same frame rate. It's not a frame rate problem. The problem simply is the game mechanics. I don't know what's happening there. I've literally no idea what is happening there. So I'll just continue letting it run. I seem to have some traffic issues here and there. I need to solve them. But I'll be back in a bit. We'll watch it for a few minutes and then see whatever we can do, how to solve it. So this is used quite well, better than I anticipated it. There's just a slight challenge here. Is this new? No, that's not that new. Is there more traffic coming in? I think there is not even more traffic coming. So I think after this quick fix, that doesn't look too bad. I think the traffic that came here actually was due to time of day. After work, everybody went back home. So I can definitely live with that little extra traffic along the way. I'm just curious like how things develop here in my industrial area, because I assume, and I can already see that happening, that way more trucks and way more cars will be using this connection, and maybe also in the future that connection here. So I think in the long run I might have to include another off-ramp and maybe another on-ramp here. Just want to make sure, maybe just a one-directional off-ramp on-ramp thingy. It might help taking off some of the traffic from over here. Just wondering how much this cargo rail station is actually in use right now. So the upkeep is quite expensive, but money, as you know, in City Skylines 2, after you reach a certain threshold, it's no longer an issue. I don't even think about money in City Skylines 2 after a certain point. Which is very sad, because there is literally no micromanaging needed. And in the end, it kind of boils down to being a city designer somehow, without any objectives, except for the fact that we have, the progression points and experience points and whatnot. But honestly, why should I really care about reaching these levels here just because of the title? No, definitely not. I want to improve things here and continue improving things for sure. So I think this was a pretty quick episode. I only wanted to get this done more or less. I will work on the beautification of this whole thing in a little bit, maybe in the next episode. And yeah, I want to thank you. Thank you guys for watching again. Have a good day, and I hope to see you soon back here on my channel. Have a good one. Bye bye.